What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking the channel out. Keith here, Two Guys How To. Doing a quick video. I was just doing something I normally do and figured I might show you guys how to do it. We're going to show you how to load a grease gun. If you buy a grease gun for your grease fittings on your truck, tractor, lawnmower, whatever it may be that takes grease fittings, or we used to call them Zerk fittings, this is what it would look like. And long story short, you take it out of the package. This one's been used and abused. It's still good. You just unscrew this top part right here. Well, actually, we'll start by doing this. You pull this little cock back here, similar to like a gun or something like that. You just pull it back, and it'll click over to the side, and you can see the two notches there. One when you tilt it, will spring up to the one notch, and when you bring it back, you just tilt it down, bring it all the way back, and it'll lock out like that. So once you got it locked out, go ahead and take the cap off right here. We've got a new tube of grease. I actually started undoing it already. And then I decided I would show you guys the video. So we've got the tube of grease. It comes with a white cap right here, and I might be able to find it still in the trash. And you can get whatever kind of grease that you feel that you're gonna need. This is a extra heavy duty. Lucas actually makes this one. We use this for the Bobcats and equipment. So you take that white cap off. Now that you got the gun cocked back, everything's good, the cap's off, and you got the sardine can bottom where you peel it off, pop top. And you want to go ahead and put that end where you took the white cap off, or whatever color cap it is. It exposes that grease down in that tube. This is just a cardboard tube. You want to put the grease side down towards that, the cock arm where you cocked it and you crooked it at an angle. That's straight. We crooked it down, and it locks in that second little, it's like a little oval right there on the back hole. Just go ahead and put that right on down in there. Don't take this off first. If you do, sometimes it comes out. So you want to go ahead and get that down in there nice and snug, and it'll snap down to where you can't barely see it right there. Then you want to pull that sardine can, or the old peanut can, or whatever you want to call it. You get that off, and you can see there's the grease right there. So we're going to go ahead and just throw that in the trash or recycle it. And we take that, the lever with the hose and your grease fitting adapter on it. If you're just putting it together and you got it everything, you might put the hose on second. This one's ready to go, so this is just how to change one or how to insert one when you get a brand new gun. And you're just gonna thread this on. And I've got rubber gloves on because this is, sometimes it can be a mess. Anytime you grease something, you need rubber gloves and you need some throwaway rags, because everybody knows. You'll get used to it, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So once you got that tight, that's pretty snug. You don't need to use a wrench or anything. This bottom part, if yours came in a kit, you might have to put that together. Just make sure that's tight, and let's just release that arm. Boom. And it'll go in there. You're just gonna have to push it in real slow. So that's gonna allow it, similar to a caulk gun, but a little different than a caulk gun where it's eaten from the back. This thing is just under pressure when we pump it. So now when we pump this thing, you can see it's a little limp, but then when I go ahead and pump it, there comes the grease right out. So that's pretty much it. Simple, easy to do thing. Now it's ready. It's cocked all the way back. It's ready to pump the grease out. Once you get down and this thing is pumping and it has no force, no pressure, it means your grease is out. So just go ahead and, once again, cock your arm back, tilt it at an angle, take the top lid off. Sometimes you can release the arm and it'll push that empty tube, like eject it like a gun shell casing. If it won't, just grab it with some needle nose pliers, pull it out, do everything that I just showed you on the video. That's it. It's gonna get messy. I gotta do this drive shaft that we have here. But you've got your array of grease fittings. The thread size doesn't matter. That's gonna be screwed up into whatever's gonna need grease. And that little teeny Zerk fitting, that nipple's gonna be sticking out. It's got a hole in it with a spring, and there's a little rod in there. It's like a piston. So when you push it down, it allows the grease to come out this bottom. This is my assortment kit we have at the garage. I just put some Moog U-joints in this particular truck, and you can see the difference between this little grease fitting and the one I just showed you. This one has a hole right there that pushes down, the same as one of these, except you can't use the traditional grease coupling end here. This pushes on to those ball style ones, but if you want to do one of these little needle style, you need to go get the needle nose adapter. I went ahead and just got this one here. It's a W54219, and it's got a little needle that goes right down inside and pushes that little pin up in there and greases that grease fitting, whatever bearing it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just unscrew this one and physically screw on my new adapter here. I'm going to take this adapter off. So basically this one, your regular grease fitting will snap right in there with the grease gun, and you just pump your grease in. Once this is full, I got another video on how to fill these, and you just pump this about 4 to 7 times, and that sticks on there, good to go. But on this particular one, you can't do that. So I'm going to unscrew this head adapter here, and I'm actually going to screw on this needle adapter, get that nice and tight, get it on out there, get under the slide under the truck, and grease up these needle grease fittings and get it lubed up, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So let's get this tightened up and head on out under the truck and get dirty one more time tonight. All right, so I'm up under the truck. This particular truck's high enough to where I don't need to jack it up, but if you do jack it up, make sure you use jack stands. Don't jack it up and slide underneath there. It's gonna end up, if that jack goes out, it's gonna come down and crush you. So let's get situated. You can see the drive shaft is getting dark out, and then there's one of those little needle fittings right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take that needle, the needle that's on that fitting right there, and push it right up inside, and go ahead and pump some grease into it. Get a little bit more in there, and it's hard to see, and it'll go right up in there, and it'll push that pin up inside there, and we go ahead and pump a little bit. Let's see if I can do it and keep you guys going there at the same time. And I'm just gonna I heard something come out, so it's already a little too much. You don't really want to bust the seams. And we've got one more down there, and you can see right there it's pretty much a done deal. And I'm just going to take a little rag and wipe that off and move on to the next one. So I'm Keith, Two Guys How To. I'm going to get dirty for the rest of the evening before it gets dark. Grease up that vehicle. Don't neglect it. If you get to use something or another, make sure you grease it right away. Take care of all the other stuff you need. Watch the videos, check it out. Maybe something else I've been doing, me and June, can help you out. Check them out, subscribe, like, fix it yourself. And you either got 2 different types of grease fittings. You got the ball type, change the adapter. If you got the needle type, buy the adapter for $6.99 and do it. Don't neglect it, you'll run into failure. And I'm out. Might even lay down here and sleep for a little bit. I'm tired. Peace. Check out the other videos, they might help you. Keith, Two Guys How To. I'm out, save that money, do it yourself, and ask me any questions you need. See ya. What's up, Iggy? Talk to him before I shut the video down. Oh yeah. Yep. You're not a pig, you're a lawyer. He's not a pig, he's a lawyer. Peace.
I'm not a pig, I'm a lawyer.